Hello and welcome to Talks Pens. Today I will be doing a review on the Hongdian C1 fountain pen. I own 3 of these. The yellow one with a fine nib, a white one with an extra fine nib, and I also have a black one with a fine nib. I was first introduced to this pen by Mike, the Offstage Me, and his YouTube channel, and his review made me curious about this pen because I thought maybe it will be too small. I don't know. I try to avoid to buy copies of other pens, but I decided to give it a try, and it has been inked up since I bought it. I was hoping to be able to show you the difference in line width, but the white one ran out of ink exactly when I was going to make this review, and I think I will just show it. As I said, it has a hooded nib. This worries me a little bit. This one was inked with a purple Bungu Box ink, and it doesn't seem to stain over time, but I think that when I have had this pen for quite a while, then it might not be so easy to just wipe off anymore. Of course, this is also a white pen, but still, I have wiped it off multiple times, but it still creaks a tiny bit. But I have never gotten it on my fingers or anything like that. It just shows a little bit next to the feet. I think this one is quite simple but elegant. I like the black and white color combination. Always makes me think of stormtroopers, even though this isn't really a stormtrooper-like design. The yellow one is a fun pop of color, makes it really easy to find in my pen case or in my backpack, and I have found them to be fine even for flying. They haven't burped or anything like that so far. These pens come with a converter. That's really helpful. And the converter seems solid. These were $8 each. And you can probably see that there is a little bit of ink staining on this one as well, but so far it has disappeared when I have wiped it off with a damp paper towel, and I hope that that continues. These have steel nibs, not surprising when you consider the price, and they are inexpensive daily carries. It does write in reverse really fine. It is medium wet, or wet enough, I would say. This is a wet ink. It's Colorverse 50 States House of Twain. A dark teal color, maybe. I find this pen comfortable. It is a little bit narrow for longer writing sessions, but it works perfectly for taking notes. And usually if I feel like I am getting a little bit tired of a smaller pen, I have another pen that I can switch to. It writes smoothly, and I think it has it gives a much better writing experience than it has any right to at that price point. Here is a little close-up of the ink color, also Twain. This is made of brass, I believe, so it's not as light as you might expect. It is almost 28 grams, and that is when it's almost out of ink, but with a converter in it. The grip section is 10.6 millimeters. It's 10.2 millimeters at this point, where a lot of people, I believe, would hold it, and it goes up to 10.5 a little bit further up, and of course it will become narrower if you move downwards. The pen body is 11.4 millimeters. I think that the grip section is fine, and the fact that it's not very light helps in the comfort. So even though it's not the best pen I have for longer writing sessions, I do sometimes bring it to meetings or use it in sessions, particularly if I have emptied other pens. I find this design to be simple, perfectly satisfactory. It's not exciting, but I do like the colors. I try my very best to avoid buying pens that are copies of other brands' designs. If this is a direct copy of another brand's designs, please tell me. I won't throw them away, but I will not buy any more. But then I have 3, so I have enough. I could not figure out what this would be a copy of, if it is. It does look a little bit like a Parker 51 without the cap, but I don't know if that was intentional. Either way, I find these pens to be fun, simple, user-friendly, and I recommend them if you are looking for an inexpensive fountain pen, if you like hooded nibs, or these colors. And they come in more colors than the ones I have mentioned. Thank you for watching this review. I appreciate every view, like, and subscription to my channel because they help my videos be shown to more people. I hope that you found this review helpful in some way, and I wish you a great day. Bye.